So there's a little known online service that I use called automation. And I am going to teach you guys today using our PCATU social CRM, how you can get more quality leads and fill your funnel, specifically your Facebook groups. So if you want to learn all about the simple strategies that we use to improve the type of people who are coming into your group, to get you into more real conversations, and how to do this on autopilot, let me hear from you. I'm going to start by telling you guys a little story, and I'm going to demonstrate exactly what you're going to be doing in this video. My name is Kathy Callahan. I am the creator of the PCATU LLC, which houses all of our classes, courses, and challenges for network marketers, solopreneurs, social marketers, and I am the co-founder of PCATU CRM, and I am streaming this into our PCATU social CRM business page, our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel for Kathy Callahan, and my business page. If you do not yet have the software that I'm going to be featuring today, you can look at the bottom of your screen. You can go to pcatu.co. That is pcatu.co/CRM. Now, before I demonstrate the swarm method, and this is a method that you will learn how to fill your groups with quality leads on autopilot. Before I teach you that method and remind you how to click the buttons in the software to make this whole thing happen on autopilot, I want to first share a little bit about the software you're going to be using, what I like about it, and how it helps. So first of all, we're going to be using PCATU social CRM in this swarm method. Now, swarm itself stands for single word automated response marketing. This is a term that I made up based on the one-word marketing technique that seems to be taking over as of current. Now, what is the one-word marketing technique? You will see it demonstrated here shortly, and I call it single word instead of word because I like swarm. Single word automated response means using this single word or one word method, you will be able to automate the responses and you will be able to better market your products and your services, and we will teach you how to fill your funnel focusing on Facebook groups. Now, what I like about it is, number one, it's simple. I like simplicity. It helps me find more quality leads. That's very important when you're out on social media. And I like that it's automated. So personal reasons that it is so special to me is because I had been a network marketer since 2006 offline. I have been a network marketer since 2019 online with no automation, okay? No email marketing system, no text marketing, no Facebook automation, nothing. And I teach a method inside of my program called the P3 method, or the triple P method, to 10K months. And I actually was able to build my network marketing business to the 10K months within my second month online, pre-automation. When I got introduced to automation, it was initially first through email marketing because I was learning about Facebook ads. And I will tell you, Facebook ads are not for the faint of heart. Everything I'm going to teach you today, if you can nail this organically, then you can be more likely to be getting results when you put money into ads. But we want to prove the concept first, okay? So I jumped into ads. I was doing email marketing. I realized that was not a good fit for me with network marketing, at least at that point. I ended up teaching a virtual event system, which is the way that I got to those 10K months. And I realized very quickly that it was an effective way to build, and it is the foundation of our P3 method. But if I could just streamline some things and simplify some things and buy back some of my time and automate some things, oh my gosh. So once I was introduced to text marketing, and then very soon after, the ability to automate some of the mundane tasks on Facebook, I caught on really quickly to how powerful these tools and software are. It was in June of 2022 that I found myself using, at that time, a texting platform, an email platform, two different software for automating some tasks on Facebook, and two other platforms, one for my courses and then one more of an advanced CRM, that I kind of found my head spinning. So when I got connected with the software that we use now, it was at a time where I had already learned the benefit of social marketing. I had already learned the benefit of simplicity and fun. I was using virtual events, but I was tired. Now, I had streamlined a system into something I call the Evergreen Party using Facebook groups, which meant I only had to work one night a week as far as my presentations. It was very simplified. But on the one night that I worked, I was still spending about 2 hours every evening messaging people. So, the software I'm going to show you today, with the swarm method specifically, you're going to see how to use the features of the CRM to not just do the swarm method, but I applied exactly what you're going to see me do today into my virtual events, following up with party guests, following up with people who commented on any of the posts within the party, any of the live video. Now, what it was like before I was using this product, I was getting results. It's just that it was taking time. So here's the most important part. If you are a CRM user already, you've heard me say this. If you're an impact student or a P3 student, if you're inside a social sales school, shout yourself out. Let us know that you are a student of ours, okay? I always say that you cannot automate a bad process. You cannot automate an ineffective strategy. What you need to have first in place is you need to know what you're selling. That's one of the basics. What is it that you sell? Who does it help? And how does it help them? If you know that, and then you say, okay, well, now that I know what I sell, who I'm selling it to, who it helps, and what transformation it will bring to them, I can start thinking of the how. And the how is the strategy. Now, for me, with the how, I really enjoy doing virtual events. I love speaking to multiple people at one time. And that worked really well for me. So it's not that that wasn't working. It's just that it was taking a lot of time. I had little kids when I first started my business. And so some of the challenges I faced were simply being able to engage with people completely, to follow up with comments in a timely manner, to follow up with party guests in a timely manner, to make sure to move party guests or group members through the funnel, so to speak, in a fashion that allowed them to move from prospect to lead to opportunity to customer to referral source, right? So what I decided to do when I got the big picture of the software is go implement it and go use it. And then I started teaching you guys how to use it as well. Hesitations I had with the swarm method or with using automation in the beginning, honestly, it's just that I was doing business differently. So when I was doing even virtual events, when I'm doing online marketing, this swarm method, it's not stuff that's taught in network marketing, quite honestly. It's a lot of stuff that I learned in my higher level coaching programs. It's a lot of the things that I learned with 6, 7, and 8-figure business owners. And I just thought, gosh, why are we not doing this with network marketers? Why are network marketers still not taught how to market? Okay. So some of the hesitations I faced were honestly just the feedback from people, like, that's not how we do things. And I thought, gosh, well, the way you do things is sucking my life away, because it means I have to be in the messenger all day long. And it means I have to manually do every single task. And it's like there was this guilt around automating things. It didn't make sense to me. I'm not teaching people ever to automate something that I would not do manually. And that's very, very, very important. I had a proven system pre-automation. Okay. So initially the hesitations were also like, can I figure it out? Every software platform or technology that I use is a little bit different. So when I moved into PCATU CRM from the other softwares that I was using, it meant that I had to transition things. I know some of you use multiple platforms that I've used before, and now you're transitioning into our all-in-one marketing platform. It could be a lot, right? And so through this, we've been able to help a lot of you transition. We've been able to help a lot of you get started with our software. We've been able to help a lot of you get more results and buy back your time. And so because of that, I'm streaming this into YouTube, my business page, and the PCATU CRM business page. But we have a specific Facebook group for people who have an account. Beauty is it's free. So across the bottom of your screen right now, rolling across the bottom is the site to go open a free account. When you open that free account, you can be an affiliate with us. You can get your back office training. You can get into our Facebook group, user group. You can see all the trainings we do, all the support we have. And when you're ready, you can add on a trial of the software. And I recommend the automation plan. That's what I'm going to show you today. I recommend the automation plan, and then there's no credit card required. Okay. Most common reason people take a look at this product, honestly, is because to keep up with the way that social media is happening right now, to be able to respond to everything, it's just not doable when you have a life outside of all of this prospecting and lead generation. Where I want people to spend most of their time is in conversations inside of their group with their group members, with quality leads. And so this is what we help people do. Experience of most of our customers who do take the time to invest into their business, not just financially, but also time wise, is on the opposite side of it. They make more money and they have some of their time that they didn't have before because it was going to manual tasks. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to share with you guys an example that I did of the swarm method. Now, reminder, this is just one small technique that you guys can do. This is a powerful one because this one right here solves one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have. Is this you? Are you struggling to get quality leads? Now, let's go ahead and define what is a quality lead. A quality lead is someone that has, in my opinion, a problem that you can solve. If I said, oh, my 100 names list is filled with quality leads, but literally they were just people that I could think of off the top of my head, those are prospects. Those are not yet leads. The way that we identify a lead is we say, okay, here's a solution I have, here's a problem I can solve. And people, so to speak, raise their hand. They opt into your group. They put their name and email on your email list and they opt into your funnel. They indicate their interest by engaging with your content, commenting on a post. And one of the most simple ways you guys are seeing this happen on social media right now is in posts, stories, and reels when someone asks a question, gives a simple piece of content, and then asks you to simply comment a single word. This is where the single word automated response marketing comes in. So I will give you guys an exact example of very powerful posts that I've done on my personal profile. One of the ones, I'll speak specifically to network marketing. One of the ones that I found the best results from, I do this thing before I actually post the post that's going to be the swarm post, okay? Before it's the one that's going to be the single word, I actually do something called priming the audience. Now, or priming the algorithm. Now, we're not going to dive all the way into this, but there's a couple posts you want to do before you go do the big swarm post, okay? If you have never learned about priming the audience, if you don't know about warming up the algorithm, if you don't know about kind of working your way up before you just go drop a swarm post, comment below and I can give you some back training on that. But once you've primed the algorithm, you've kind of warmed your audience up and you're ready to drop this single word post, what you're going to be doing, keep it very, very simple, is you're going to be giving people a value piece or you're going to be posting something on social that is offering a lead magnet of sorts, and then you're going to be asking people to comment if they want that thing. When they comment, you'll use our software to engage with everybody who's commented. You'll use our software to message everybody who's commented. You'll use our software to invite them in to your group, to friend request them. You can even use our software to be notified when people do engage with that post, when they join your group, and you will even use our software that once they come into the group to immediately accept them, provided that they answer the questions that we teach you how to put into your questions. And we will then ask, then we will use the software to get into that conversation right from the beginning. Okay, so let me screen share and show you guys an example of a simple, very effective post I did. Now, before this whole thing was called swarm or single word marketing, we used to call this kind of stuff like conversation starters or curiosity posts or hand raiser posts. Okay, so this one is actually from 2022, before the whole single word response was a big thing. So the gist of a swarm post is that you just want to give a value piece or offer a value piece and get people to respond. Okay, if you didn't get the free guide yet, reply and I'll pop it over. What Swarm is doing to edit something like this is, instead of just saying if this, then that, you give them a very, very specific word. So in this case, intermittent fasting became a really big hot topic for me. I was talking a lot about it on my page. I had put together a free guide, and I just asked people like, hey, who wants the guide? A lot of times you'll see people do something like this, and with Swarm, the only edit you need to do is, instead of saying reply below, comment below, say something below, the only edit you want to do to make this a true Swarm post, and this might seem basic, but this is huge, is say blank or reply blank. This is literally the only edit you need to do if you've done posts like this before, okay? Now, I like to do this via a bold text post, and that means I need to see. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Now, why is that not letting me do this as a bold text post? Okay, sometimes it's tricky like that. Whenever you do a Swarm post, you want to make it as simple as possible for people to engage. You want to give them the specific word, the single word, or the one word. And this is very important. It's not just about the brain not having to think too much, although that's a huge part of it. It's also about how you're going to run your automation response, okay? So intermittent fasting, if you didn't get the guide yet, reply me and I'll pop it over. Now, this is not really something that I'm still marketing, but let's just do it for the sake of being able to demonstrate this post. Now, here's the beauty. With our software, you could do this on Facebook via posting like I'm doing right here. You could even do this in your stories. And the automation we're about to run, you could do it via story views, or if people engage with this via liking or commenting. What you want to do is you're going to need to turn on your extension, and you are going to want to run an automation, excuse me, on this post. Look, here's another one I just recently did. You're going to want to run an automation on this post, and all you guys are going to do is you're going to think, if they respond, what is a way that I'm going to take this person who says they're interested in intermittent fasting? What is a way I'm going to take them, not just and give them the guide? It's not about giving them the guide. That's called a lead magnet. It needs to be a magnet that leads them to the next step. So what is going to be the next best step to lead them forward with me? And for me, it's Facebook groups, okay? So on this post right here, single word, here's the single word, okay? Automated response means we're going to use the software to automate a response, and then we're going to market more of what we have to serve people, which in my case was product and service that can help people who want to get healthy, okay? So if you have our software already, you are going to go turn on the extension. You're going to refresh your page and make sure you are logged in to the software at PCATU.co. After you do that, you will use a one-click button on your Facebook, and you will script out a message that is very basic, and this is how you're going to take people from a post like this to your group. I use a 3-step messaging process for almost everything. I think about, okay, connect the dots to why I'm messaging them, tell them what's in it for them, and ask a question. So if I was scripting out the message here, I would say, and I would do this all in automation, I would say, hey, blank, and it would fill in their name with whoever responded. I would say, thanks for commenting on my intermittent fasting post. I see that you need the guide. I would just connect the dots to why I am messaging them. Now, why does this matter? This is important because people may not remember that they've actually responded on a post. So that might seem kind of basic, but it is key. Thanks so much for commenting on the intermittent fasting post. I see that you need the guide. Then I would tell them what's in it for them. What's in it for them means you need to give them some reason to take the next step. So I might say, it is inside of my group. I'm going to invite you in. You're absolutely going to love the guide. It's going to give you the complete system or the complete steps that I use to do intermittent fasting in a very busy life. And then I would ask a question. A question is just going to open the conversation. So the question might say something like, it's over in my healthy living group. Are you in there already? I'll tag you. Or it's over in my healthy living group. It's in the guides. Here's the link. Do you know how to get to the group guides? You could avoid giving the link right away and say, it's over in my group. Is it okay if I provide you the link and then I'll tag you in it? All you got to do is keep it very basic, very simple. What's in it for them? And ask a question. From there, most people will say, yes, send me the guide. I want the guide. Get me in the group. The other way you can provide this is by giving them a funnel and an opt-in. That's a little bit advanced. Some people are building those already where you build lead magnet funnels and build opt-ins. A lot of us use our groups for that, okay? Now, because of the sake of time, I got to go get kids from school. So if you're inside of the PCATU Social CRM group, go into your back office, head over into your training section. Let me just show you where it's at because I do have to cut the video I was going to demonstrate, but I did not realize how late it is. When you guys get into your accounts, if you don't have one yet, you can literally go get a free account right now, get your automation plan on a trial, and go into this course number 1 right here. So go to My Business, go to Training, and go to ALG. Inside of ALG, I will show you exactly the buttons to push. It is a very simple button over on your Facebook on that post. You're going to click automations. You're going to fill in the little boxes, and it is going to automate the responding to people who commented. It is going to automate messaging you when people comment. It is going to automate any other tasks like I shared with you before. And you can start filling your from the swarm method. The beauty of this, and let me start closing out now, the beauty of this, you guys, is that you can do these type of posts inside of groups that are yours. You can do these inside of groups that belong to other people. There's typically not an issue from most admins if you're just doing conversation starters, if you're doing lead magnets, if you're doing value posts. There's a ton of networking groups where you can do this and be capturing traffic, okay? I hope this was beneficial. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you want my free guide that I put together on the swarm method, drop swarm below, SWARM, SWARM, and I will have my automated system pop it on over to you guys. Swarm. All right, that's it. Bye for now.